Assalamu alaikum. Today we will talk about how we can send emails from our ASP.NET project to someone's email. Okay, so what are the requirements? The requirements are on this web page, whenever user click on the sign up button, the user get an email on the email he write here in this field of any kind of message. You can say that a message of successfully sign up sentence. So let's get started. First of all, we have to see where that button is located. Okay, so I think this one is the button of sign up. Okay, so I have to create a runnet server and I have to create on server click function, that is sign up button, sign up btn server click. Okay, so where is that function in aspx.cs file? Here is that function. So what we have to do, first of all, we need to use two libraries, system.net and system.net.mail, before working on this mail project. Okay, first of all, we have to create an object of SMTP client. So let's create it, SMTP client. Let's name it as client is equal to new SMTP client, and in this class you have to pass two parameters. In this constructor you have to pass two parameters. First of all, the first parameter based on your server, that will be SMTP. If you are using Gmail, then .gmail.com, as I am using Gmail. And the second one will be the port number, that will be 587. okay, that's it. And the next step will be enabling the SSL of this client. So client dot enable SSL is equal to true. Okay, and the third step is to set the delivery method of this client. So client dot delivery method is equal to SMTP SMTP delivery methods dot network, and that's it. Okay, now the fourth step is to set the credentials of this client, that is client dot credentials is equal to new network credentials, that is network credentials, and we have to write our email from where we need to send an email. Here you can type your own email, that is I have to type my own email. Then the second parameter of this network credential will be your password. Okay, now as you know that this client object actually have its own by default parameters, by default credentials, sorry, and we have to actually set false to those credentials. So what we have to type, client dot use default credentials. So we have to set this client to use default credentials is equal to false, so that it don't use its default credentials. It must use it in the credentials we have provided there in these two parameters. Okay, Now the next step will be the creating the message object and passing all the required things in the message object. So what we need to do, we need to create message class. We need to create mail message, and the object will be message is equal to new mail message, and that's it. And what we have to do, we have to add the message dot to string, I mean where we want to send this email. So we want to send this email on this field string. So what we need to do, we need to get this string from our ASPX file, that is, you can see here the email input field, and the ID is email. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to type this message object dot to, and we need to add in this to field. And what we need to add, we need to add email dot value. So what it will do, it will get the value that is written in the email text field and assign to the to field of the message object. So it is showing an error. I think it is like this one. In the parameters we have to pass this email value. So the next step is to set the from variable dot from, and this will be the email from where you want to send the email message. Okay, so it will be a new mail address, and the mail address will be the email from where you want to send the message email. So I am writing my email here. Okay, so what will be the next procedure? The next step is to set the subject and to set the body of the message. Okay, then what we need to do, we need to write message dot subject, and the subject will be, let's suppose, whatever you want to write there. You can say that message from our website. Whatever you want to write here, you can write. Okay, the last step is to set the body of the email. So message dot body is equal to, you can write here whatever you want. I'm going to write here congratulations on successful sign up. Okay, so our email sending code is ready, almost ready. So what we need to do, we need to pass this message, we need to send this message on this client. Okay, so what we need to type, we need to type client dot send, and client dot send, and what we need to send, we need to send message that we created in these 4 lines. Okay, so what it will do, it will send the email that we have created here. Okay, so I'm going to close this code in the try catch block and the catch and the exception here. Okay, so that's it, and let's try this code. Will it work or not? Okay, so So I'm going to try this code, and let's run this web page and let's see if it works or not. Okay, this is showing an error message here, and that we need to correct. So what is the error message here? I think this one. Okay, so now it's all good and we are going to run this web page. So what it should do, it should send an email of that message that we have written there, that is congratulations on successful sign up. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to type email here where we want our message to be sent, and what we need to do, we need to click on sign up button, then it should send an email. So let's check it out. Okay, I think it has sent an email, as I did not set any notification or any code there after the sign up button except the email sending code. So what we are going to do, we are checking our emails, and this one is that email that I just sent from my website. So you can see the message, congratulations on successful sign up. So we are successfully email the user from our website. So that's it. Practice this code on your laptop and computers, and comment on this video or message me if you have any kind of queries, and if you want any kind of problem solution, you can contact me anytime. So that's it. Allah Hafiz. And one thing to remember is that if you guys found any kind of problem in sending emails, then you should have to set the permission in your Google account. So what you need to do, you need to go to myAccount.google.com/less secure apps. So you have to go to this link while signing in on your required email, and what you have to do, you have to off this permission, allow less app, that is off. You have to on this, and what it will do, it will give your application, your ASP.NET application, a permission to use your email and password. So what you need to do, you need to just click on this and it will turn on. So that's it. Allah Hafiz.